I wanted to do a show in front of a live audience. I really, besides growing up on so many sitcoms that I watched just, constantly, everything that was on and everything that was in reruns, from Nick at Night to what was coming out on network when I was a kid, I really liked old radio shows that were set in front of a live audience where people like Jack Benny and Burns and Allen played themselves. And so I wanted to do something where I was doing stand-up as myself and as my character in front of the sets, kind of setting up the show, and then going to the story of the show. I did not yet know what the show was,
but
I knew what I wanted it to look like.
The basic pitch was it's going to be like an old radio show, though. That was
no, you would never pitch that. You'd be thrown out of Los Angeles. But
well, it's early.
Yeah, or you get 16 and then you're thrown out. No, I just wanted to do something in front of an audience. From doing stand-up and doing Saturday Night Live, it really appealed to me. And that was sort of the germ. And from there, picked a point in my life I wanted it to be set at. Mm-hmm. Moving to New York, having two roommates, a guy and a girl, trying to do stand-up, finding it a very, very weird world, both from the comedians that you become friends with and also the people that you work for and write for, and that you encounter from your Oscars to your Andres. It's sort of emotionally and psychologically autobiographical. This is what it felt like living in New York and writing for other comedians, and how sort of surreal and jarring that was, and how scary that was, and how exciting that was, and how very important all of it felt. I thought everything was so important back then. And I was very optimistic. I'm a little more jaded now. My character still has all of that, but I still have some of that hope alive. And no, but my character has a lot of the naivete I had, and then some. He's a much more wide-eyed person than I was. I went into it, the first acting thing I ever did was when I was 14. I played Wally Webb in Our Town. And that, my acting style has not changed. So, a boy in Our Town is how I approach it.
There's a certain Our Town sense to the stuff at the beginning when you're doing the stand-up.
Yeah, I really wanted to do it like the stage manager, the way like Spalding Gray did at Lincoln Center with Our Town, and just be lit with the sets. I wanted it to look like that. Another thing I didn't say in the pitch, but I wanted it to look a little like Our Town.
It's a radio show that feels like Our Town.
It's a radio show that feels like Spalding Gray's Our Town.